I'm guessing when you were a child, you sang that song about having joy, 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 joy down in your heart. Is it still there? That's one of the songs our kids sang when they were little. There was also a song they sang about how joy is the flag flown high from the castle of my heart when the king is in residence there. And that's exactly right. Think about the Apostle Paul in prison writing a letter to the church at Philippi. Paul was facing charges of treason. The people he was writing to were desperately poor. They were being persecuted for their faith. They were dealing with false teachers and fractures and feuds between prominent people in the congregation. And Paul writes to them about joy. In fact, in Philippians, he talks about faith 5 times. He talks about hope 3 times. Even the greatest of these, love, is mentioned 5 times in Philippians, but joy beats those 3 combined. The reason we're able to experience joy in any circumstances is the same reason the impoverished little church in Philippi could experience joy. Their light and momentary afflictions were overshadowed by the reality that the King is in residence in their heart. Joy is something very different from happiness. Happiness is connected to what's happening in our life. Joy is different. Joy is deeper than our circumstances. It's rooted in the knowledge that if you know and love Jesus, not only has He rescued you from hell, but you've been at the same time adopted into His family. News like that trumps any other news you're going to hear today. And I don't mean to minimize the reality of pain in your life. I know that for some of you, the battle with depression or darkness each day can be very real. But read the book of Philippians. The Bible calls us in every circumstance to remember what Jesus has done for us, to meditate on His death and resurrection. That is the reason for our hope. That's also the reason for our joy. That's why the Apostle Paul says, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say, rejoice.
Thank you for listening to Encouragement. If you've been refreshed, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share a little encouragement with someone you love. Encouragement is a podcast from Family Radio. These stories are just a taste of the stories you can hear every day. Listen at familyradio.org or find more encouragement on the Family Radio app.